Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Trojans ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. Coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And they're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Moving out to the right. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. He's going to let one fly down the middle. A full dive to haul that one in.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Quick completion on the out. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 of the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise when you get it to him.
Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lockhart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The run inside. It's Jordan. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Right back to the well. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air, it's Mayava. There's the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Here's Sayin to throw. Here comes the heat. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Send the tight end in motion. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just a little too much there. A little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. It's a 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Jackson. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
part of that Midwest lifestyle. But when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs. So it's not a surprise that...
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Throwing, say it. Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. Hard running there. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Buckeyes will punt it away on fourth down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On his way back from the 20. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Saying, trying to beat the D deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Saying. Working that left side now. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on it. The run inside. It's Jordan. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air.
He uncorks one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And so far, man, everything's been difficult for this offense. And credit to the defense. They've taken away all the easy stuff. The easy perimeter throws, the quick throws. Nice job playing fast, playing physical. But this QB's got to get a little bit more in rhythm. Be a little bit...
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Looking for more room. He's at the touchdown, Buckeye. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
USC 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Anderson. Turning on the Jets. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. New set of downs after the completion. They'll move the wide receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll try to take it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Off play action on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
To the air, it's Mayava. Here's a heat. And it's a sack.
And that's frustrating for an offense, man, because you got great field position set up. You want to be aggressive. You want to take advantage of it. But in order to do that, the offensive line has to do their job. You've got to give your QB time. They don't do it. And in back-to-back plays, they're going the completely wrong direction.
He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete to the right. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Back open in the middle. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this.
Touchdown, Trojans! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
But needless to say, they needed that touchdown. They're down by a lot of points here in this game, and finally something goes right for them offensively. They put the drive together. They score here at the end of the first half. Now, in the second half, they need a lot more of this, and they're going to have to go tempo. They're going to have to stay aggressive, but maybe this gives them the confidence they need to stage a comeback. We'll see.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. One more snap coming before halftime. Running inside, it's Jackson. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Man, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. First up, a look at Michigan taking on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. And it's the Wolverines with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. Make it 2 straight victories, and though their quest for perfection is over, this team is still very much alive in the playoff picture. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Shakes off the defender. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking for a man, it's Mayava. Makes the grab on the left. At midfield, he's got room. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And that was a play that was designed to simply pick up the first down, right? 3rd and short, it's a short throw. You're just trying to get it to the sticks, but what a great individual effort by the receiver that time, turning once he has the football, and he's getting extra yards. That ends up being a big-time play for the offense.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Back's got it. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Into the end zone. And it's picked off for the third time today. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get in an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Here's Julian saying to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Reads it, fires complete. Touchdown, Buckeyes! A great catch and run for 6.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Got a man, it's Bowman. And he uses that stiff arm like a discard, and they get it to the 18-yard line.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Going for it all. And the timing just a hair off.
And, man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. He wants to throw it again. That's reeled in. It's Jordan. Might have a chance. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, this They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game, so maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm.
Snags it, and he's open. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Back to pass, it's Mayava. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, USC! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Saying under fire, and he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Tight end now in motion. The run inside. It's Jackson. Stumbled to the ground.
Yeah, you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the 4th quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well. So this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
Come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. They go right back to him. He's stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a 1st down. It'll be 4th. And the Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Catch is made at the 15. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Caught near the sticks. It's Bowman. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle at the 17. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Makes the catch. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw again. Spits it out to the back. Touchdown Trojans! And the comeback is on.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. Here's Sayin to throw. Pressure coming. Wide open downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. They're able to ride him down, but not before he has flipped the field with a huge pickup on the play. And now they are set up coming out of the 2-minute timeout. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Here's the pressure. It's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm now.
He's got it. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. Instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Fires into the end zone. He makes the catch.
And that was pretty good initial defense, man. I think they understood what he was trying to do, but that second play, the QB scramble, once he gets outside of the pocket, and then just the feel for the big fella to understand where to get to. They were on the same page and now set up with an awesome situation, 1st and goal for this offense.
You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock and it will be your friend. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Trojans use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over it. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack.
Here we go. Ready. Red 54, red 54. Ready, go.
He's looking downfield to throw. And he ends up taking a safety.
A lot of things had to happen for this offense to get back in the game, but how about the defense? The defense said, no, sir. We're going to end this one right now. Makes the big play, gets the safety. Not only do they score points, they get the football back, and the clock is on this side. The defense just ended this football game.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite